We just talk. Can we just talk? Think about where we're going. Can we just
So I'm going to go ahead and address this. Yes, I'm wearing the same exact top as I was in the college apps video that you saw on Sunday. If you haven't seen that video already, go ahead and hit it in the iCard linked above. And without further ado, let's just go ahead and get into today's video. Hi, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Haley. Thank you so much for clicking on this video and checking out my channel. If you are new, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below, and also make sure to hit the bell so you can be notified anytime I post a new video. And without further ado, let's just get into today's video. Hi, if you are new to my channel, I wanted to go ahead and welcome all my new subscribers. Thank you so much for subscribing. It means the world to me, and I can't wait to see your contribution and support in this community. Also, I just wanted to go ahead and give a quick plug. If you haven't done so already, go ahead and check out some of my older and previous videos because they will explain all that you can expect to see on this channel, my uploading schedules. Also, just get to know a little bit more about me if you don't already. And lastly, I am trying to reach 100 subscribers by Labor Day. So if you don't mind, go ahead and share out my channel, share out my socials, anything of the sort on your own social media platforms or with your friends and family or anyone who you think would be interested in college lifestyle or vlog content. Okay, so as I stated before and in the title, this is all about the things you should be doing whenever you're going to tour or are touring a college campus. These are things that I wish I did or at least knew about or watched on YouTube before I started my college application process, college search process. And so I hope that these tips help you or help anyone you might know. Let's just go ahead and get started into the tips. The very first thing is to visit during the fall. So if you have opportunity to, go ahead and visit these universities in the fall season rather than over a spring break or a summer break, because you're able to see students in action. Even if you toured in the spring, try to avoid going whenever there's the off season or whenever they're not on campus, because it allows you to see, like I was saying before, how they are, how they interact, how they feel about the university. You can ask students. You can also see kind of what the atmosphere is of the school rather than just imagining it or just listening to what the marketing and the admissions team wants you to think about the university. You can see it firsthand for yourself, which is very important to think about and to account whenever you're considering possibly applying or going to the university. The next thing that you want to make sure to do is pack according to the weather or according to the fact that its topography might be hilly or flat. So what I mean by this is universities, let's say for example Clemson is a very hilly place. You do not want to go there touring it in flip-flops. Like that's just, it don't work. So I prefer to, whenever I was touring, go ahead and wear tennis shoes because you're going to be doing a lot of walking. Some universities offer shuttles in between the tours, others are complete walking campuses. So you want to make sure that you know that kind of thing ahead of time, and also just for a safety net, wear comfortable tennis shoes, just comfortable walking shoes in general. So you want to make sure you or anyone you're bringing is wearing comfortable shoes, because you don't want to feel or have a bad experience at the university simply because you didn't pack the right walking shoes to wear on the day that you toured. Also make sure that you know if it's going to be hot and sunny or cold or wet or whatever. Just make sure that you're packing and wearing clothes and shoes according to the weather when you're touring. The third thing is to go ahead and ask any and all questions that you have while you're there. Rather than feeling hesitant or holding back, you have people there who literally want to hear your questions. So go ahead and ask away. This is your opportunity, your chance. You can ask students who are there because they're your tour guides. You can ask admissions counselors if you have admissions questions. You can possibly even speak to people in the department that you're interested in. So just go ahead and feel free to ask all and any questions that you might have about the university, about the different programs, about the surrounding area, anything of that sort. Go ahead and feel free to ask away. The next thing that I want to go ahead and ask you guys to do, or at least consider when you're touring, is going ahead and imagining yourself on the campus as a student. You know, whenever you're touring these places, you're not just touring in good health. Most likely you're considering going to that school or university. So you want to think about when you're touring, could I see myself walking these streets or these sidewalks, or sitting on that bench over there, or even utilizing the surrounding community, the college town or the local big city around you. Think about those kind of things whenever you're touring, because it could be you. You never know. So want to definitely make sure that you keep that in mind while you're listening to the presentations and stuff, because this is real. This is not just an imagination of, you know, just checking it out just because you have free time. Like, you're trying to make a very important decision, really, and so you want to make sure that you're keeping that in mind, imagining yourself there. That's why the previous thing about asking all the questions, you want to make sure that you have the most knowledge, information, and wisdom about the university when you're touring and after you complete your tour. So go ahead, imagine yourself there, see how you feel. That's very important, how the vibe of the atmosphere, you know, you want to make sure that you feel at peace, because it could be your home for the next 4 years. So make sure that you know and you're tapping into your emotions, your experiences, and how you're feeling when you're touring or while you're in the area of the college. My next tip, and this one is probably something you will have to do after you leave, after you're done with the tour, is go ahead and write down a pros, cons, and indifference list. So I actually did this after each college tour, like probably within 30 minutes of getting home or getting to whatever hotel, destination, wherever we were at. And I felt like this at the end, whenever I was making my final decision and throughout the college application process, this helped me better rank and figure out which universities were more on my desired or reach list versus more safety net schools that I felt like I was going to get in, or I wasn't really too worried about wanting to go to, those kind of things. So I definitely consider making one of those kind of lists. Just the pros, it can be simple things as I like how natural and how nature driven this university is, or things that, you know, maybe aren't a pro or a con, they're just indifferent. You have to pay for parking, freshmen can't park on campus. It can just be any and everything, things that are important to you. You definitely want to write them down on any of the categories, because you're going to look back at that list whenever you can't remember all the little details of the tour and be able to re-jog your memory and know exactly where you want to pick up and go from there. So that was the end of my 5 different college advice, things you should be doing whenever you're touring a campus. So go ahead and make sure that you're doing all 5 if you haven't done so already before you book your next campus tour. Thank you so much for watching today's video. If you want to check out my other back to school series videos, there will be a playlist linked above. Also, my high school advice back to school series playlist will be linked down below. Get ready for so many more college bound videos, my move-in blog, dorm tour, dorm packing vlog. I don't know, there's gonna be so much stuff. Can't wait. You guys will see. It's gonna be awesome. Can't wait for this transition into going to Clemson. Until next time, I will catch you guys on the flip side. Bye guys.